Somebody else. Oh, yeah, that's in my head.
I'm on the song.
Yeah. Hey, shalom, Makia. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
the honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. And, we're just going to go into the time of Jacob's trouble and, just go into a couple different aspects and, because people really ain't ready, all right? Even certain men that claim to be Israelites, or not claim to be, but know that they're Israelites, all right? Yeah, that's in the truth. They're really not even ready for it, all right? And let's start off on Isaiah 33:6, all right? Because this is, it's not, all right, what you physically can do that's going to get you through the time of Jacob's trouble. It's what you can spiritually know, all right? Your faith, right? It's going to be the spiritual things to get you through these dark, evil times, these perilous times. All right, go ahead.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yep. So, knowledge, wisdom and knowledge. All right, wisdom of what? Knowledge of what? The scriptures, man. Understanding what's happening, why it's happening, who sent these plagues, these famines. All right, the violence throughout the earth. You have to understand these things, and that comes with the wisdom and the knowledge of the scriptures, not knowledge of worldly things. How to shoot an AK or how to doomsday prep. Okay, not you lifting 250 pounds 8 times. That's not gonna get you saved. All right. What's gonna be the stability of the times is and keep you stable in these last days and not running around like a chicken with no head and running to Esau for help. This is going to be the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that has been imparted unto us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Go ahead.
I went into that word stability. It's the word amawan in Hebrew, and it means firmness, fidelity, steadfastness.
Firmness. You're gonna be able to stand firm in that day. While everybody else is bugging out, worrying about COVID-19, all right, and whatever the hell else, all right, we gonna be firm. Because we have a solid foundation, which is in Yahweh Shai. These people, their foundation is not solid. It's sand, all right, maybe some mud, clay. But what? Our foundation is solid. Solid as a rock, all right. Yahweh Shai is our foundation. Okay. What did it say? Fidelity.
Fidelity. Yeah.
Meaning faithful. Okay? Infidelity would be unfaithful. Alright? So what's going to make us faithful is knowing these scriptures, man. Knowing prophecies. Go ahead.
God, steadfastness, steadiness.
They say, like, just use an example of a gun. You gotta aim steady. So what? Because this is a weapon right here, man. And you gotta be steady with it, man. You can't, because a lot of people, man, they're gonna fold in the time of Jacob's trouble, and even though they have all this arsenal of weapons, but what? Their hands ain't gonna be steady. They're gonna be shaking from fear. You're gonna be bugging out. But what? The men of the Lord, which ain't gonna have a carnal weapon, we gonna be steady, and when we wield this weapon, our hands is steady. All right, we're not shaking and we're not scared because let's say steadfast. All right, we're fasting, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, we truly believe this. All right, we're not just doing this for no reason, man. You got something up?
Yeah, a quick one. 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
Mm-hmm. So like, real quick, the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. So if COVID-19 is real, which it probably is real, just overhyped or whatever, and sensationalized. But if it is real, so what? We're not afraid. We know that the Heavenly Father ultimately created that. Right? We understand that the power of life and death is in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. So we don't have the spirit of fear. The only one we fear is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? Go ahead.
2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Power, love, and a sound mind, man. Love is what? Keeping the commandments. And if you keep the commandments, you're showing love unto your brethren. All right, sound mind. We're not tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. All right, we're sure about what we believe. And then get that word power in the blue letter, see what it says. All right, because we understand what's going on. All right, we're not scared. I mean, yeah, us being in the flesh, our flesh is gonna get timid at when shit really starts to hit the fan, you know. But spiritually, you know, internally, we're at peace because we understand what's the outcome of all this. We understand even if we die, we're gonna be right with Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and that's where our comfort comes in, man. We understand it don't matter if we have to die for this word. If so be it. That's an honor. And if we, Lord's will, we want to make it to the end. We want to see the downfall of our enemies, and we want to see the salvation of the elect. So we don't have no fear of this of the mass media telling you and what things you're gonna see in flesh. You know, live and in the flesh, you're gonna see people dropping dead, man. You ain't gonna see people being carted away and sheets hanging in front of them so you can't see them, like they show on the news. No, you're gonna see people dying everywhere you go. You got that word?
Yeah.
Strong's G 1411. Dunamis.
It's dunamis. And I'm just going to read the Strong's definition. Force, literally or figuratively, especially miraculous power.
Damn. It said the scripture said we have been given the spirit of power. So spiritual power, man. Force. We have the greatest force backing us, man. We have Yahweh Shai in our corner. Who you got in your corner, man? They telling you all the wrong things. Yeah. You know, bro, we got the best trainer, cut man, all right, in existence. Go ahead.
Especially miraculous power.
Miraculous power. What the miraculous power we have right now is being able to decipher these scriptures and understand them. That's spiritual power in itself. And soon it's going to be on a physical level, though. You're going to see brothers, like the video I sent with Grand Theft Auto, man, brothers going to be jumping, leaping over walls. It's happened before. We're going to be punching people and they're going to take flight. All right? We're going to be eating bullets like Hancock, man. Go ahead.
It's in parentheses, usually by implication, a miracle itself.
A miracle. So we've been given the spirit of power, a miracle itself, man. A miracle is standing boldly in the face of those that oppressed us. Here it is for 500 years. Our enemy Esau, Edom, has been oppressing us, whipping us, put us in hardcore slavery, and here it is, 2020. Well, even before 2020, of course, but even to this day, we're still boldly standing in the face of our oppressors. Go ahead.
Abundance, might, worker of miracles.
So hey, that's the spirit the Lord's given us. All right, that, you know, all of that. You know, power. What else? What was the other one? Sound mind, and then love. Yep. That's the trifecta right there, man. That overcomes everything, man. That's the spirit that the elect has received. Lord's willing, we part of that number. And more specifically, the 144,000. Those men that are going to lead the 1/3 into Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, again, going back to Isaiah, this is what's going to keep us firm in these days, man. These last days, stable. Go ahead.
God, Isaiah 33 verse 6. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, in strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is his treasure.
The fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is his treasure, man. And what do you do with treasure, man? You closely guard it, right? That's a very precious thing, all right? Well, like the scripture said, I think it's in Matthew, it said where your treasure is where your heart's going to be at. All right, so store your riches up in the heavens. So the fear of the Lord is our treasure, man. That's one of our prized possessions, if not the first one, is the fear of the Lord that we have, that the Lord has given us, man. And through that, we obey him. Because if you fear someone, you're going to obey them. You're going to do what they tell you. If you fear if your father in the flesh, he tells you to go clean your room. And if not, you know, he's going to whoop your ass. What you going to do? You're going to clean your room. So the Lord told us to go push this word out, keep his commandments, the best of our abilities, and and we're gonna do it because we fear the Lord. Okay, and that's our treasure. We hold that close to our hearts. You people say you fear the Lord, but then you do everything contrary to what He says. Okay, and in these last days, if you haven't been getting prepared for the battle, all right, because it's gonna be a spiritual battle in itself. You're gonna be fighting. You're gonna be having a fight yourself. Your thoughts. Because a lot of people are gonna bug out. All right, even more than they already are right now, man. You see, we were just watching the brother from Miami, Brother Harab, do a video talking about people driving around with gloves and masks on, man. Inside, windows up, nobody else in the car. Because what? Their mentality is bugging them out. So imagine when you can't drive around, when you can't go to the grocery store, when you can't hit up McDonald's, all right? When you can't get a bottle of water. All right, your mind's gonna play tricks on you, like the old song goes, man. My mind's playing tricks on me, and that's what's gonna happen to a lot of you people. Go ahead.
I got a precept. Sirach 19, verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of Him.
That's right. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted, man. So if you don't fear the Lord, you haven't even been accepted of the Lord yet, man. You haven't even took the first step. They got a 12-step process for Alcoholics Anonymous. Well, shit, there's a process too to serving the Lord, and the first step is to fear Him. A lot of guys coming to this truth never even fear the Lord, man, because they continue in certain things of the world that you shouldn't be concerned in, man. Doing wickedness, smoking, committing adultery, all kinds of wickedness. They never took that first step.
And real quick, that's that old man in applying his deeds. You never set that old man off. That's why Scripture say you have to be a new creature in your house, Mashiach. You carrying that same old man. Yeah, you can have understanding the breakdowns and the wisdom of the Scriptures, but then behind closed doors, you're still a nigga.
Yeah, exactly. It's like again, going back to the Alcoholics Anonymous. The first step is accepting that you're an alcoholic. If you don't accept that you got to put off the old man, like Brother said, then you can't fear the Lord, because you don't even accept that you need to repent and change your ways. Cause like Brother said, you still hanging on to that old man. You got him on the back burner just in case, And guess what? A lot of people in the script, there's an account in the scriptures. Ananias and Sapphira, we're paraphrasing their names. When Peter told him, when he brought him up and they lied to the Holy Spirit, because what they saved some money just in case it didn't work out, just in case maybe Yahushua, maybe he is the Messiah, maybe he's not. So let's keep this money over here just in case. Man, they dropped dead, okay? And that's what you niggas is gonna do. That never put off the old man, never fear the Lord.
Kind of that just in case spirit.
Exactly.
That's that the problem. The Scripture say he that wavered. You straddle in the fence. You believe, but then you don't believe. You hot sometimes, and then sometimes you cold. You lukewarm, man. You don't know what to choose. And the Heavenly Father is getting ready to sift the whole house of Israel, man. What the brother going into? Okay, those that really believe, and those that's just doing this because it's something to do, man. All your works is going to be tried by fire, man.
Quick resume, you finish that. This is Proverbs 14:2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth Yahweh, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. So those that are walking in uprightness, they fear the Lord. But those that don't, those that perverse his ways, despise him. Because ultimately you despise Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Because what? You're not taking heed to him. You're not fearing him. And ultimately, you're not getting that wisdom and knowledge so that you can be stable in the times of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, go ahead and finish that. And then we'll get into the Jacob's trouble scriptures.
All right, Sirach, this is Sirach 19 and verse 18. Point is 19. It says, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of Him, and wisdom obtaineth His love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do these things please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. So the keeping of the laws is what's going to make you just. The Scripture says in the book of Habakkuk, the just shall live by their faith. In other words, for justice being righteous, man. So if you're keeping the laws, that's commandments to the best of your ability, which is ultimately loving thy neighbor as thyself and loving the Father with all your heart, mind, and soul, you're going to do the things that's pleasing to Him, man. Which is what? Occupied in prophecy, being the best brother you can be, Okay? Hey, accepting order, man. You know, because obedience is better than sacrifice. But if you don't have that and you're not putting on the elect, that's in the book of Colossians. It says, "Put ye on the elect, man." Okay, so what? Then ultimately you're gonna be that old man. You're gonna have that old man on you. It's either the new man or the old man. And a lot of you guys still dragging that old man in the truth, man. And the Lord is going to expose you.
What they call it in the world, they call it baggage. Carrying around baggage. Bro, let that baggage go, man. Leave that shit leave that shit at the airport, man. You had something up? I got a quick. Was that it on that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Proverbs 9. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So again, the fear of the Lord is one of the first things you have to truly understand and actually apply it. You can say, "I fear the Lord." A lot of people say that at church. Like, you go to one of these churches, man, they'll claim they fear the Lord all day. Yeah, nigga eating pork on three times a day, man. Come on, you don't fear the Lord. A homosexual at church will tell you they fear the Lord. Come on, they don't fear the Lord. They don't have no wisdom. They don't have no knowledge. They don't have understanding. All right, and they sure as hell didn't take that first step to be accepted by the Lord. All right, and these are the things that you're gonna need in these last days. Okay, and it's a personal thing. You gotta have a personal relationship with Yahweh. Okay, or Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, you need a personal relationship. You know, because when the scriptures say they with their mouth they draw, or they say they love me, but their hearts is far from me. This is something between you and the Most High. If you right, the Lord knows you right. If you wicked, the Lord knows you wicked. You can say whatever you want, but it's gonna be manifesting in the time of Jacob's trouble, which we've already begun. We're already in it, and it's gonna continue to get worse and worse. And a lot of people ain't ready. A lot of people don't know the horrors and the terror that the Lord is about to bring on this earth. But what the men of the Lord aren't going to be shook by it. We're not going to be deterred from our faith because of the things that we're about to witness. But a lot of people are going to lose their damn minds. They're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, they claim to be Christians. When shit hits the fan, they ain't going to be so Christian-like. The scripture tell you for the lack of bread, all right? Neighbor against neighbor, all right? Brother against brother, Egyptian against Egyptian. Man, it's going to be all out chaos. It don't matter what these people been saying they believe in. You're going to see their true nature real soon. And then you're going to see, like the scripture say, in 2 Ezra 16, then shall they know who my elect are, man, who my chosen are. Okay? Because what? We're going to be the only level-headed ones. That's why the women are going to come to us. Isaiah 4:1. But we're not going to be spooked and looking for answers. We're the ones with the answers, man. And it's because what? The Lord has given it unto us, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Most importantly, the faith to actually believe in this. Alright, a lot of people think this is just a joke. We do this for fun. No, we're doing this. This is a life and death situation we're dealing with, man.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 4. And these are the words that Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace.
Of fear and not of peace, man. That's what we're telling you about, man. There is no peace coming, all right? The peace is going to come after the great destruction, all right? Right now, we're telling you about the fear that's coming upon this earth. The destruction, the mass death. And it's all in the Bible. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Yeah, so that's why I said, is a man travail with child? No. A man don't have birth pains. But why is that? Why is the man going to be having their hands on their loins? Because they're spooked, they're scared. Even the mighty men shall tremble there, you know? Go ahead.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
That's why it don't matter. how tough you are and how big you are. You can go 15 rounds of boxing. That ain't gonna profit you in that day, man. Cause even man, you could go toughest dude on the block, all right, a Debo looking nigga, could roll up on a man of the Lord that's feeble. He might weigh 102 pounds, and the brother put that man to flight. You know. We read it earlier about the power the Lord, the Spirit the Lord gave us was power, all right, love and the sound mind. All right, it just tells you that the most feeble shall be as David. We're not worried about the carnal things, man. Which the Scripture tell you, the body exercise profit a little. I'm not telling you, not to exercise, but that's not going to profit you in these last days as far as getting salvation. Right? You got bodybuilders that's going to be destroyed. They're gonna cower like women in travail, man. Right.
And to back you up, the scriptures say, like you said, him that is most feeble. Well, today is modern day David and Goliath, man. David was feeble, all right? So what? Modern day, we're feeble, man. This is why a lot of Jakes don't have faith, man. You see, but what? David was the only one of the whole nation of Israel to have that faith, that belief in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and that's being us sticking out as a sore thumb. That's why in 1 Corinthians it says, for we are fools for Yahushua's sake, man. You see, who's foolish? And Nate says, what? We faith-based Israelites, man. So it's and that's your foundation, man. Is your faith, your belief. That's what's gonna get us through this thing, man. In the modern day Goliath is Esau Edom. That's why the scriptures say he will contend with him that contendeth with thee, man. See, you gotta rely on the source, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, going back into that mind frame of the ancient world, man. We relied on our source, our power. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not of your understanding, man, lest you fall.
Right. It's like the mentality King David had was, man, what the hell? Nobody want to fight this guy, man. Pull out a slingshot and cut his head off afterwards, man. And he was a small man at that time, You ain't the biggest guy on the block, but that's the same spirit the house of David is coming in, man. Bold as lions, right? The scripture tell you the wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as lions, man. We stand in the face of oppressor. We stand in the face of death and laugh at it, man, because we understand who's with us.
That's right.
And we understand that this time of Jacob's trouble, all the things that are going to come upon this earth is for the wicked.
Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
It's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Meaning it's time of bad times for you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Boy, it said, but the saints shall be saved out of it. I mean, the elect. All right, if you want to grab Daniel chapter 12, man. Because not everybody's going to be saved out of this. Israel's not going to, all of Israel ain't leaving Egypt this time. The majority of Israel is dying in Egypt this time. Okay? But the elect shall be saved out of it. All right, the saints shall be saved out of it. Go ahead, man.
Let's start at the top. This is Daniel chapter 12, start at the top of verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
So with the time of trouble, it's going to be a time of trouble that was never since the nations began, which is the time of Jacob's trouble. That's the time it's talking about. Go ahead.
Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Even to that same time, meaning this time that we're living in now. There's never been anything on the planet, and never will there be anything like this ever again. Alright? This is going to be the worst times in history, period. Alright? All the atrocities that's taking place is going to be nothing compared to what's going to happen in the last days.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
At that time thy people shall be delivered. Who? Again, the elect. Because the Lord is angry with the majority of Israel right now, man. The only ones that's pleasing the Lord with their faith, so Hebrews 11 and 6 say it is impossible to please the Lord without faith, The only ones that are doing that is the 144,000, and then the elect are going to believe through the words we tell them, which are the words of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
That people shall be delivered, man. Again, the elect. Right? This isn't for everyone. Even if you know you're an Israelite, you might not make it. That's why the scriptures say make your calling and election sure. Right? He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
It's written in what book, man? The book of life. The ones written in the book of life are the ones that are going to receive salvation. Okay? Be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Right? And that's an honor. Lord, as well, we get to receive that honor. It's going to come with crowns and power, man. And righteousness.
And this is going to keep reading, but
What you got?
I got something. Second Ezra 6, and I started verse 22. So I started verse 22, but the point is 25. Second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty.
Yeah, this is the lead up to Jacob's trouble, man. Which really it is part of Jacob's trouble, but Jacob's trouble we talking about. Look at some days that ain't gonna be no one going to work. Ain't nobody gonna be picking up your garbage. Alright? The electricity might not work in your house. Running water might not work. Alright, people are dying by the thousands in the streets. Alright, lack of bread. Alright, famine. This is the time that we're talking about, man. Right now it's the leading up. It's leading up to it, man. Yup, exactly. It's like birth pains, man. For you know, a woman when she goes into labor, she don't have the worst contractions right away. Now she gets some contraction, then maybe a couple hours later she get another one, and then they start getting closer and closer together until that baby is born, which is gonna be the kingdom of heaven. So we're progressively getting there, and we're not at the beginning anymore, man. We're past the beginning. Okay? Like the Lord said in Matthew 24, man, these are the beginning of sorrows. We're past the beginning. Alright? Now is the time for the contractions to get closer and closer together. The calamities, the prophecies to come closer and closer right after each other, man.
Verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah, your friend, your best friend since you were in preschool, man, he gonna be the first one to come at you. All right. Your neighbor Bob that lent you some sugar. All right. Friends against friends, man. That's what the scripture said. And we understand that they're really not friends though. They say they're friends. Willie Howard said, "There's no greater love than a friend to lay down his life." All right. The outside is our friend. The body, the brotherhood is the true friends, man. Kanye had that one song. How to go? Real friends. You know, how many of us? How many? Yeah. So how many real friends are there? 144,000. You know. Go ahead.
Kind. It says, "And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Mm-hmm.
The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run."
Nah, you're not gonna find the truth no more, man. The fountains of living waters ain't gonna be found no more. All right. You ain't gonna look. We're not going back to channel side. You watching these videos and you want to try to come out to the camp? Too late. Should have came out when we was out there. We're not going out there no more. So if we get to the point where the famine of the word is coming, all right, and during the time of Jacob's trouble, we're not going to be prophesying to people, man. We're going to be laughing at your calamities, or we're going to be mocking you, man. All right, we're not going to be out there in our garments holding Bibles when people are getting shot in the streets, man.
I have a precept. This is Amos chapter 8, verse Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 25. Point. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape.
Yeah, all these things is what that is going to come on this earth, man. The plagues, all right, the pestilences, the famines, everything that we've been warning you about. The mark of the beast, okay, World War III, civil unrest, whoever remains after all that, those are going to be the chosen ones, man. But
Amos 5 and 13, going back to the waters are standing still. Amos 5 and 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is in time of evil.
Yeah, so wait, the time of evil, meaning bad times, we're gonna be silent, man. For the Lord, even if we want to tell you, the Lord could put it in our spirit not to even talk to you. We might not even be able to get a word out until we leave your vicinity. You know. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 6, verse 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape. And that's that Jeremiah 30:7 where it says, but he shall be saved out of it. You know, going back to the brother brought out Daniel 12, all right, where the great prince Michael, our angels going to stand for the children of thy people, those that are written in the book, man. So there is going to be a salvation, but it's not coming for everybody, man. You know, because all of Israel is not all of Israel, man. You know, the scripture says there's a Jew inwardly, man. All right, that's speaking of those that know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and fear him and keep his commandments to the best of their ability, man. All right? I'll finish this off. It says, and see my salvation in the end of your world.
The end of your world, in the beginning of ours.
Right.
Okay? You're going to see it. You're going to see the salvation at the end of your world. All right? Our salvation is coming at the expense of your world. So, something's got to give, okay? And it ain't going to be the Most High. You had something else?
Yeah, I don't know. What was after this? That's,
Yeah.
2 Edges chapter 2. And, 2 Edges chapter 2 and verse, I'll read 26 and 27. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So if that don't comfort you, I don't know, what will. These are the words that the elect are holding on to in these last days, because that's our hope. Our hope is that the Lord's going to take care of us in the last days, because there's no other hope. You see what's happened to this world is crumbling, right? Everything that you hold dearly onto yourself in the world you thought was important, you thought someone knew this, knew that, they're being proved to be liars, So the truth is that is what's supposed to comfort you. Ye that be troubled, rest with us, because again, brothers going to that the prophets have the answers, and it's gonna show truly as the day progresses more and more who the Lord's ultimately dealing with, again because the Lord has a set number who He's going to choose in these last days, and that's why we always say it's about the elect.
Yeah, we'll close out on this. This is Psalms 46:1. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
That's right. I need that. A present help. The Lord lives. When we call on those names, the Lord hears, and you have to believe that. The Lord is making moves on this earth because He's alive. He's proven Himself that He is the true power. The other gods, they're not, He's going into Wisdom of Solomon, these other gods of wood and stone, they can't do nothing. They can't step a foot forward. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai is the one that's ultimately controlling existence, and that's the power we're calling Him.
And that's why the scripture says it's His hand short that it cannot save. Obviously not. Because ultimately it's stretched out because the prophets are speaking to you, man. But there's coming a time where the Heavenly Father get ready to put His hand in His bosom, man. And that's him ducking the prophets off, man. And you're going what? Render sea to sea. All right, for these words, and shall not find it.
Okay. So with that, just I would it would behoove you, to if you're just now learning about the truth, all right, get as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as you can. Because the time is short, all right? Destruction is nigh at hand, and salvation is as well, all right? And a lot of people are going to believe in these, because there ain't 1/3 is a big number, all right? A lot of mass awakening belief is coming, all right? Beginning with us, we have to be staying firm in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so that those that are supposed to believe on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through us, they are able to do so, all right? And this time of Jacob's trouble is truly going to show who truly believes in the Lord, all right? So with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Kadash.
the honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and salutation, much love to you all out there. Shalom.
Shalom.